Hello, and welcome back to This Board Game Life. I'm your host, Mark, and today I am unboxing Arcs from Leader Games. Arcs is a sharp, tactical space opera game for 2 to 4 players set in a dark yet silly universe. Players represent officials from a distant, decaying, and neglectful empire who are now free to vie for dominance, whether through battle, gathering scarce resources, or diplomatic intrigue. Ready yourself for dramatic twists and turns as you launch into this galactic struggle. A deck of cards in 4 suits with ranks 1 to 7, 2 to 6 for fewer than 4 players, defines the action selection system. These cards are played in a trick taking adjacent system to select actions. Take the initiative and declare ambitions. The 3 declared ambitions are what will score in that deal. Timing is everything. Bad hands must be mitigated by careful card play and benefiting from other players' card play. Battles are resolved quickly with the attacker choosing their level of risk. The defenders must be prepared with adequate defensive ships and cards in their tableau. Each game contains 100 wooden ships and agents, 18 custom engraved dice, a beautiful 6-panel board, and tons of cards with over 60 pieces of unique art. The base game may be played without the optional leaders and lore cards for an easier teach, or with them for a richer, fuller, and asymmetric game. It is also the core of the campaign game, which requires the Blighted Reach expansion, which provides an epic, more thematic experience. This game is designed by Cole Whirl. Art is by Kyle Farron, published by Leader Games in 2024. This game is for ages 14 and up for 2 to 4 players and takes 60 to 120 minutes. All right, now, as always, before we jump to the table and start the unboxing, I do ask, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon so you'll know when new content is being dropped on the channel. All right, thank you so much for that. Now let's take it to the table. And let's take a look at Arcs. So this is the main core game. And we will, like I said, there is a expansion you can purchase that basically adds like a campaign, which I think I might end up picking up. I've played this game a couple of times, and I'll be honest, I'm not really sure why I picked it up. I've played it a couple times, I think twice now. I'm still kind of not sure how I feel about the game. But I know it's loved by a lot of people. And I think it's just one of those. I think I'm learning that leader games are games that you just have to play kind of over and over and over, and to really get how to play them. I think it's one of those. And unfortunately, I've got so many games, and I'm always like I'm always playing something new. So something like this is tough for me to table a lot, and I haven't had it. So, but I am thinking about. I'm like, you know what? I decided today I was going to pick it up, and I think I might just pick up the little campaign and maybe try to play it through the little campaign story. But we'll see. I'm still thinking about that. But anyways, so here's the rule book. It is 24 pages total. And we'll just give you a kind of a brief. Let me zoom in a little bit. Maybe kind of a brief look at the kind of what the book looks like. This is your board. We'll pull that out here in a few. And there's, for as small as this box is, there's a lot of game in this box. I will tell you that. So I'm kind of surprised. I've played this game and seen how and have seen how much stuff there is. So it's like, when I'm thinking about it, it's like, wow, this seems like kind of a small box, but they got everything in there, obviously. So just kind of a look at the different little bit of the book. So playing a chapter. So this you're going to get one of these for each player, right? I think, or maybe there's just everybody gets one of these. So this is kind of like, you keep this handy, telling you how different things work and the different actions and how to do battle, and just how to play. Okay, so with the initiative, and someone plays the lead card, and how to follow that, and so everyone's going to get a little pamphlet that they will have to try to explain the game to them. So here we got some different, I believe these are the resources. So there is quite a few things to punch out. There's 4. It's one of 4 too. Got a couple we can discard, but there's just some of the different things for punching to punch out. All right. If you look, let's see. All right, so we're gonna have to zoom out for this. Is this a pretty good sized board? Let's see if it will fit all on screen here. It may not. Let's see. Oh, it will. All right. So there is the board. So it's nice. You play your cards up here. You'll be doing like a lot of people call this a trick taker. It's not a trick taking game, but you start off by playing cards, and you kind of have to follow. It has a trick taking mechanic in how you do your actions, type of thing. So, and this isn't how to play, and I haven't played enough to try to explain it, and I'd probably get it wrong anyways, but that's where this stuff is done. And then you've got these ambitions over here, which you're going to try to do to get points. But then this is kind of the space map, right? And you're moving around. There's these like rifts or tears, and so you can't go across those. You got to go around. Is how you're traveling around from different system and stuff. But it's a really nice looking board. It really is. So let's pull the rest of this out, see what else we have. So we do have, these are the player boards. So you do have different artwork on the backs of each one. So we do have the blue, the gray, red, and the yellow. So those are the 4 player colors. And I believe all of these are identical. Yeah, they are. They should all be the same. So just different player color. So those are our player boards. Then we have a whole bunch of ships. I have seen, and I've got a friend of mine who's got this game, and he's got a 3D printer, and he does a lot of printing, and I'm probably going to hit him up with printing ships for this game, because I have seen some amazing looking printed stuff for this. Because otherwise, these are nice, but every color is the same. Like, the ships are the same, and I've seen some prints of just every color has very different ships, and they look amazing. So I'm going to be looking for that, and then hitting him up saying, hey, print me some of these too. I'll probably hit him up for an insert as well to go along with them. But yeah, but I mean, these are nice. I like that they are colored, and I believe they're wooden, but they're very, very light. Like, it's, I don't know, they almost feel like that. I forgot what that new stuff is, what they're using. It's like a kind of a fake wood, or different type of wood material. I think it's called rewood or something. It's almost what it kind of feels like. But and then we have, oh, what are these? I forgot. I don't remember using these. Um, what are these? What are these little? These are bases. Let's see. Oh, agents. Oh, that's right. That's right. So you're placing these like on cards and things like that. So you do get little agents, and the cities and the starports are the punch board along with the resources. All right. So we also have some dice. So you've got very different. There's red, there's orange, there's blue. You can see like the blue has a lot of misses on them, but it's like if you go with like there's different ways to like attack. And if you're doing an assault, those are the red dice. If you're in a skirmish, it's blue dice, and then a raid is like you're attacking, I think, someone's base or something, and you're rolling these orange dice, and the you have a risk on the assault dice and the raid dice of taking damage yourself. So you trying to remember, you somehow determine which dice you're going to throw, and the regular dice, the blue ones, you're not going to take any damage, but you're not going to attack with as much damage as well. So there's you take a risk if you go on full on in. You take the risk of course, yourself taking damage. So we have an initiative token here. We have the chapter marker, and then we've got some tokens here. So what? There's two for each. These are power markers, so these track your current power on the bottom of the map edge. And the second one's used in the expansion to track negative power. So you're tracking down along the bottom. And here's the chapters. So you're doing that. Let's see. We got a couple more things. We've got cards. All right. So this, I believe, these are the leader cards. Yeah, there should be 8 of them. And I think this is what they talked about. You can play the game without these, and if for your first time, you probably like we haven't used these. I haven't played with these cards yet because the 2 times I've played, we've been in like learning games, learning mode. So this, I believe, gives you the asymmetrical powers. These are used in the leaders and lore mode, and it gives each player gets starting resources based on who you have, and you get different abilities with these. So that's something you can put into the game at a later date if you wish, or off the start if you want to. I mean, real experienced players will probably just jump right in and go with that. All right, so then we have, let's see, these show you kind of what your hand is going to look like. So we have, these are the setup cards. There's 12 different setup cards. So if you have a couple, there's like 4 of these for 2 players. So basically, it's kind of like how the board, you're going to make part of the board out of play. So there'll be part of the board that you can't go into at all. And so you can kind of mix it up just like randomly. They'll tell you and like where everybody starts with different pieces and stuff. So, and of course, they got them for the 3 and 4 players as well. So these are your setup cards to randomize the game, which is nice. It can be a little different every time. And then you have, so yeah, these are all. So we've got instruction cards. What is there? 1 of each card. So there's cards 1 through 7. And they're going to do various things based on the symbols. So you can do, for construction, you can do a build or a repair. And if you're doing the low, if like a 1, then you get to do more actions. Like you can take 4 actions, and like if you're doing the 7, you can take the initiative, but you only get to do like 1 action. So the lower you go, the more actions you can take. But the higher you go to try to get initiative to go first in the next round, gives you less. Then we've got the administration cards. These are, you can tax or repair or an influence. Then there's the aggression cards, which allow you to battle or move or secure. And then we've got our mobilization, allows you to move or do influence. So these are going to get all shuffled up and dealt out to you. You have no idea what you're going to end up with. And then these are the guild cards. So these are going to represent the support of guild masters and task forces. They are gained from the court, often given new actions, and can be stolen. So there's what, 25 of these. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all of these, but just these are going to give different resources and do different things. And then, of course, you have to have these keys to purchase them from the market. But there's a whole bunch of different things that are going to give you different abilities in the game. All right, then we also have, what do we got? These are the Vox cards. Okay, so these represent incidents in the reach that you can turn to your own ends. They are gained from the court and resolved immediately. So just again, some things like this mass uprising. When secured, choose a cluster on the map. You place 1 ship in each system of that cluster, and then you discard the card. So, and then we have some lore cards. Yeah, these are all the lore. Oh, it says it right on the bottom. Guild, Vox, lore. And the lore cards represent long lost technologies and the intangible qualities of leadership, charm, and rank. They are used in leaders and lore mode. And again, just some various things. So tool priest, so you can summon or build action. Once per turn, build 1 ship at any city you control. Yes, even rival cities you control. So there's just, again, different things that you can do. I haven't played with these because I haven't played with the leaders and lore pack. So, but that is it. There is a bunch of baggies in here for putting all your punchable stuff into. But that is ARX. And wow, let's take it back to the main screen here. So again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. And again, really thank you for watching and supporting the channel. And looking forward to hearing if you got any thoughts, comments on this game. Let us know what you have you played. Like if you've played the campaign, let me know. I'm really interested about it. I haven't really looked into it. I just know it exists. And can you play as 1 player? That because I probably will end up doing that myself, and I think that would be a really good way to learn this game for me. I'm hoping that the campaign allows you to play single player, but if not, I've got plenty of people in my group that again will probably do it, but we just have so many campaign games we're probably never get to it. But anyways, that is ARX. Look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you at the table.